Good evening and a very warm welcome to all here at Örvallen. It turned out to be a beautiful night here actually. We were afraid we were gonna get some rain, but it looks like it's okay. Hopefully it'll stay that way for the next 2.5 to 3 hours. My name is Joachim. I'll be your play-by-play commentator for the game today. I'm also actually the music master, the scoreboarder, and the broadcaster, so the camera guy. So I'm gonna try to do all that at the same time here, whilst giving you killer commentary and hopefully even some statistics. I'll see what I can manage here. If nothing else, I hope to be a comforting voice here during this game between Sundbyberg Heat and Stockholm Bombers. And this is actually the last game of the regular Regionserien series here. And the series ends with the same way it started actually. Sundbyberg and Stockholm met for the first game of the year here at Örvallen as well. A game that Sundbyberg managed to win in the end. So without a doubt, Stockholm will be looking for some revenge here. Something that Heat is definitely going to want to stop. So the game will kick off very shortly here. On the mound for Sundbyberg Heat is Johan Källström, who's been starting most games for the Sundbyberg Regions team this year. Usually puts in a solid performance. Music is off and we are ready to begin the game. First batter up for Stockholm is Richard Boss, and he looks to get underway here. First strike of the game is a ball high. Count moves to 1-0. And yeah, we really were worried about rain. It didn't look too promising for a long time there, but yeah, clouds have disappeared. Sky's opening up, so yeah, looking for a very, very nice, if a bit chilly day for baseball today. 1-1 pitch coming up, swing and a miss. That takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Richard Boss on the year comes in with only a 111 batting average. So hasn't been on base too much this year, but once he does have a stolen base though, so I'm sure if he manages to get on base, we have some speed to look out for. That ball is popped up out of bounds. Count remains 1-2. And yeah, gonna try to keep remembering here the camera stuff as well. Here we go. Now it should look better. So count 1-2. Richard will have to protect the plate here. Pitch comes and it is low for a ball. Two pitch, inside and low. So Richard manages to come from a 1-2 count to make the count full now. So really a good at bat to start the game here for Richard and Stockholm Bombers. Let's see what Johan can do here. Needs to throw a strike, and he does. He strikes him out. So first out of the game is a strikeout for Johan Källström. The next batter for Stockholm Bombers is Ruben Garcia. And that's in there for a strike, so Johan working ahead in the count now this time instead of coming from behind. Next pitch, just low for a ball. Takes the count to 1-1. And that ball is a bit wide. Wade Konowalchuk behind the plate can't really pick it up. But with no runners on base, it's not too big of a deal. Just get back up there and throw it in and throw the next ball, right? Nothing to fret about. Here it is. And that is a strike. Drop ball, but a strike, taking the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Ruben Garcia on the year, he's been a monster at the plate. He's batting 600, batting average of 600 coming into the game. And nearly gets plunked by one there, but it's just inside for a ball. And once again, for the second time here in second at bats, in 2 at bats, sorry, we have a full count. So let's see what the outcome is this time. And he gets that and rips it up the middle for a single to straight center field. So that's a very good at bat once again. This time resulting in a single for Garcia, and he adds to that already very impressive 600 batting average. And Ruben, another quality is he has 10 stolen bases this year, so he's definitely a threat, and he goes. Ruben goes, and he's in there without any trouble whatsoever. The pitch was a strike, though, so Johan Källström ahead in the count with a runner on second here in the top of the first inning. The batter up right now for Stockholm Bombers is Jonathan Ferris. And that's low. Catcher can't really get control of that ball, and the runner, Ruben Garcia, he makes full use of that situation there and manages to take third as well. So now Sundbyberg in a bit of a difficult situation here with runner on third and only 1 out here in the top of the first. Time is called by the batter. The batter, Jonathan Ferris, first baseman for Stockholm Bombers. And that ball is ripped up the middle to shortstop, who throws to first and gets the out, but not without Stockholm scoring on that play. Ruben Garcia making a very, very nice effort on the bases here. So that's a ground out RBI for Jonathan Ferris. It is now 1-0 to Stockholm Bombers. Up at the plate now, looking to extend this inning, is Martinez. Let's see what he can do here with 2 out in the top of the first. Starts out with taking a ball low. And that is a strike. Very good pitch there from Johan. Martinez hitting here in the 4 hole. He's also been very, very impressive at the plate. He's batting 533 on the season, which is very, very good, of course. But that doesn't intimidate Johan in throwing in the strike zone. That's strike 2 here. And Amari is going to have to start protecting the plate now. Let's see what happens. That is just outside. A very good 1-2 pitch by Johan. Count is 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming up. And he rips that to third, who bobbles the ball. And Amari is able to reach base there on that play. Third baseman Zachary Hollander couldn't come up with the ball. Sorry about that. I'm going to wait for the official scorer here to see if that will be counted as a hit or an error. I'll get back to you with that shortly. Runner goes, and ball is passed, so he easily makes it to second base. So that's a stolen base for Amari Martinez. Batter up right now for Stockholm is Aridani Moreno. He's the pitcher for Stockholm. Showing bunt here, but Johan steps off the plate, keeping the runner honest on second. So that was the last play there to third was actually scored as an error. So still only one hit for Stockholm and an error on Sundbyberg. That pitch was in for a strike, taking the count to 1-1. Adriani Moreno, a 478 average, and he swings. The catcher once again can't really come up with the ball, and Stockholm are able to once again advance the runner to third here. Last time in this situation, just a couple of moments ago, Stockholm scored with a ground out RBI. That will not be possible here, of course, since there's 2 out in the inning. So to score the runner from third now, a hit is going to be needed. Unless we have a passed ball or a wild pitch, of course. We'll see what happens. Count is 1-2. And he swings. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball to left. Count remains 1-2. Once again, the 1-2 pitch coming up. That is also a hit foul up the third base line. So Aridani Moreno here, making a good job at shortening up, protecting the plate, staying alive here in this at-bat, trying to score his buddy from third. Pitch coming up, hits it up to center field, and that's a catch. So we go into the break here between the top and the bottom of the first, with Stockholm leading 1-0. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. We are in the bottom of the first inning. So after scoring 1 in the top of the first, Stockholm that is, Sundbyberg is looking to at least tie that here, of course. And trying to start that rally up for Sundbyberg is Max Meyer, who is hitting 400 on the season. And the first pitch is looked at for a ball low. Count is 1-0. Second pitch also outside. Pitcher for Stockholm Bombers is Adriani Moreno, who just before he went up here, popped up shallow to center field, and he hasn't been able to find the strike zone just yet. Taking it to a 3-0 count here. So let's see if he can find the strike zone. And that is in for a strike. Max Meyer was taking that all the way, it looked like. Had no intention of swinging on that 3-0 pitch. And that ball is fair. Fair up the first base line, and this is surely going to be extra bases for Max Meyer, and yes, it is. Oh, he keeps running. He's going all the way to third base, and that's a stand-up triple for Max Meyer. That very impressive from Max. He just kept running. He thought third all the way. From the moment he hit that ball, he thought third, and he made it there standing up. Next batter up here with nobody out. In the bottom of the first is Adam van Niskirk, who grounds that up. Shortstop can't get to it, and that's a single and an RBI for Adam on the first pitch of the at-bat. So good start of the inning here for Sundbyberg, already tying and nobody out here, and runner on first. Pitcher looks at the runner, no advance. Batter at the plate now is Dick Bornström, the DH for the game today. That's a ball. Count is 1-0. Pitch coming up. No, he once again looks at the runner Adam, who does have some wheels there on first, so that's probably a good idea. But no advance here either, nothing happening. Pitch coming, swing and a miss, taking the count to 1-1. Dick Bornström batting .333 for the season, surely looking to better that even more here, even though that's it. That is a very impressive batting average, of course. And that is smoke to right field. Finds the gap, and this might score the run from first. Adam keeps running, Dick keeps running. They haven't fielded the ball yet. Adam is going to score, and Dick Bornström with a triple here. He could have made it, I think. That could have been an inside the park home run there. But I guess we'll settle for a triple, right? That's also very impressive. And Sundbyberg takes the lead here. 2-1 with nobody out and a runner on third, the bottom of the first inning. That brings up the power hitting Jonathan Lindbergh, the first baseman for Sundbyberg, up to the plate. That ball is outside for a ball. Jonathan, just as Dick Bornström, the batter before him, hitting .333 as he takes a strike there on the season as well. So, I mean, Dick did better that record now, and I'm sure Jonathan doesn't want it to be anywhere, so he's going for a hit here. That's a low ball. Ball gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Dick to advance from third, so runner stays. taking the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Jonathan ahead in the count here. So a fly ball hit deep enough could score on a sac fly here as well. So there are many opportunities to score the run here, as that ball is also outside. Once again, doesn't really get away from the catcher far enough for Dick to think about or even consider moving up from third. The 3-1 pitch is popped up, straight up into the air, and it's foul. So once again, we have a full count situation going here. Many possibilities, I should say, as 3-2 pitch comes here, and that is outside. So Jonathan works the walk there. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. So pitcher Aridano Moreno here for Stockholm in some early trouble. Let's see if he can work his way out of this somehow, minimizing whatever's about to happen here. Batter up for Sundbyberg here is the third baseman, Zachary Hollander. Pitcher checks on first, no advance. That's a swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Zachary Hollander only hitting .222 average on the season, but he does have a .440 on base percentage. So what that tells us is he gets on base not just by hitting the ball, he draws a lot of walks. And that is a very, very good pitch there. I think Moreno is starting to find his groove out there, because that was a beauty of a pitch. Taking the count to 0-2, and Zachary has to shorten up here. And he swings. That ball is popped up to right, but out of bounds for a foul. Count remains 0-2. .02 pitch once again, and that is well outside for a ball. So good eye by Zachary. We've already seen batters here in this game this early on work the count from 0-2 up to 3-2, so nothing's impossible. And he swings at that, and that's gonna fall. That's gonna fall for a base hit. Dick Bornstrom easily scores. And runners advance. That's a double. That's a stand-up double from Zachary Hollander. So with runners on second and third and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning, Sundbyberg leads 3-1, and Stockholm really needs to do something here, not to let this get out of hand. That's a swing and a miss for a strike. The batter up now for Sundbyberg is the left fielder, Joshua Erickson. That ball is popped up to left. Catcher running for it, but it's out of bounds and he can't get to it. So that's a strike. Count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Joshua Erickson on the season, he's batting .375. Very impressive indeed. He's an OPS of 1,000, which most major league batters never reaches. Difficult to it's difficult to compare, of course, but still it's impressive. That pitch is inside. Count moves to 1-2. So all at bats so far has been very, very good at bats. Patient hitters at the plate, waiting for their pitch to swing at. Unfortunately, that was not that pitch, and Stockholm get their first out here in the bottom of the first inning. So runners on second and third. 1 out. And up to try and take advantage of that situation here is our second baseman, Nicholas Hadley Kamps. Also goes by the name of Nick for short. That is well outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Nicholas also hitting very well this year with a 368 batting average. But also a very, very patient hitter. He doesn't swing at the pitches he feel like he can't do anything with. And that's why he's taking the count to 2-0 here. So 2-0 pitch, coming swinging and missing. So with that statement I just made, I'm going to assume that that was a very, very good pitch. That's low for a ball. And once again here, a 3-ball count for Aridano Moreno. And he's already thrown 27 pitches here in the first inning, which is, yeah, it really is a lot. He wants to get out of this quickly now. Doesn't want the pitch count to get out of hand. And that ball is also inside, which means that he walks the bases loaded here with only 1 out in the inning. So up to bat now, it's the 8-hole hitter. So Sundbyberg will soon have battered around the order here. Is our catcher, Wade Konowalchuk. Our Canadian catcher cannon. Also makes very good beer, I happen to know. But that's another story for another day. Now he's here to take the first pitch, and that's a strike on the outside corner of the strike zone. So bases loaded here. Stockholm really needs to stop the bleeding if they want to have any chance here, and that ball is not going to do that because it's well outside. Good job by the catcher to get it though. Takes the count to 1-1. Steps off the mound. He felt like the runner at second had a bit aggressive of a lead there, but here comes the pitch. It's swung at and lifted. It's blooped. Blooped into shallow left field, and Sundbyberg actually scores 2 runs out of that on that RBI, 2 RBI single from Wade. And still only 1 out in the inning, so Sundbyberg has a very comfortable 5-1 lead here. And it might still continue. Still have runners on first and second here. That's in there for a strike to the batter up, Niklas Jörheden, the right fielder. He's batting a .231 average this year. Taking a ball there. And this is actually the 9-hole hitter for Sundbyberg, so as that is lifted foul out to right field. Yeah, he's actually the 9-hole hitter, so Sundbyberg will very, very shortly have battered around the order here. That's a ball outside. Takes the count to 2-2. Good eye by Nicholas. Two pitch. Grounded slowly to first base, and everyone's safe. Everyone moves up a base on that play. That's an infield hit. So he was able to leg that out. First baseman for Stockholm came in to field that ball, but no, there was no play. Everyone was safe at their respective base, and that means bases are once again loaded here for Sundbyberg, with only 1 out in the inning. And we have now actually have Sundbyberg has actually batted around the order here, so up to the plate taking a ball here is once again the shortstop, Max Meyer, who scored a triple earlier this inning. And that is belted up, straight up. Second baseman couldn't hold on to it. And Sundbyberg once again scores 2. That is most probably, I'm going to wait for it again, but that's most probably going to be scored an error on the Stockholm second baseman there. That's taken for a ball. Batter up now is once again Adam van Niskirk, who had an RBI hit earlier this inning, and he swings at that, lines out to second baseman, and he recovers. He recovers a bit there and manages to get the out. And that was indeed scored as an error on the Stockholm second baseman. But he recovered and got the out here, of course. Batter up, Dick Bornström. He also had an RBI triple, and he ropes that out to center field, and the center fielder has it for a brutal bottom of the first inning, where Sundbyberg was able to score 7 runs. So we now have a 7-1 game to Sundbyberg, and we'll see what Stockholm can do when they come back here. I really want to take a moment to just remind you, all the viewers here, about our Swish number. Feel free if you want to send a donation in here. It really helps us in developing this broadcast and just opening up possibilities for us to do much more. I know we need new cameras, we need maybe a second microphone, and yeah, other equipment. So if you want to help us out, if you think we're doing a good job, we'll accept it. I'll leave you with this number here and be back shortly with the top of the second. Just now realized that I've been talking, but I didn't. Funny play there as I find the on button on the mic. Yeah, I've been talking here without actually putting the mic back on, which is a mistake on my end. I'm sorry. I have a lot of buttons to see here. But that was Keegan Tate up now, the second baseman, who was hitting .250 on the season. Strikes out there on the tag play by catcher Wade. First batter up, once again, Johan made short work of him with a strikeout. That was Aaron Leask, or Leask, I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce his name. Batter up now is Rebecca Revol. And the ball is in there for a strike. Oh, one pitch coming up. Swings at that, but fouls it straight back to right. So Johan once again, he's really found his groove here. He's been ahead of most batters. 0-2 here, really working a good game here in the beginning of the game. And here's another 0-2 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it here. A very, very quick inning worked for Sundbyberg, and Johan there. Very impressive. We'll be back soon with the bottom of the second, see if Sundbyberg can pile on that huge lead that they already have. See you then. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the second inning here. We're going to see if Sundbyberg can pile on that huge lead that they already have, as I said. And up to try and do that is first baseman Jonathan Lindbergh for Sundbyberg. He walked in the first inning, but he's more known to be a power hitter, really. He likes to swing for the fences, so we'll see what he does here. He does swing, but it's not for the fences. It's a pop-up to third base, and third baseman drops the ball. And Jonathan is safe at first on the error there on the Stockholm third baseman, Richard Boss. Next up, the Sundbyberg third baseman, Zachary Hollander, who hit an RBI double back in the first. Starts out with looking at a ball way outside. Second pitch is also outside, just inside. Taking the count to 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch coming up, and he swings for it. Grounds out to third baseman, who throws to second and gets a fielder's choice out of that. So Zachary is safe at first, but it's not going to count as a hit. That's a fielder's choice and an out at second. So that first out came a lot quicker for Stockholm this time around than last time. And we now have a runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch is swung at, grounded out to... No, that was... Oh, yeah, my bad. That was not a ground out. That flew out to second baseman for an out. Second time we've seen this in this game. I believe the exact same play was made actually for the second out in the first inning. Once again, a first pitch swing, but that time it gets over the second baseman's head. And all runners are safe. That's going to be a single for Joshua Erickson, the left fielder. So with 2 out in the inning, Joshua was able to keep the inning alive. And I'm sorry, that was Nicholas Hadley Camps. Joshua was the previous batter. They're swinging at so many first pitches here, I can't catch up with what's happening. But what I do know is at the plate now is catcher Wade Konowalchuk, who had an RBI single in the first inning, takes that first pitch for a ball. And that is just inside for a strike, taking the count to 1-1. Runner on first and second, 2 out, bottom of the second. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung at, but missed. So Wade needs to shorten up here, protect the plate. That is a very high curveball for a ball. So as I said earlier in the game, we're seeing a lot of patience at the plate, which is very, very nice to see as pitcher Moreno turns around to try and pick the runner on second, but he makes it back. No, but a lot of patience at the plate, especially for the Sundbyberg batters here. A lot of high counts, batters working their way back in the count, just as he does here. So he was actually down 0-2. Now it's 3-2, a full count, which is, yeah, it's good to see. Is he going to add to that average with another single here? Let's see. No, because that's outside as well. And in a side that we've seen many times so far this game, even though we're just in the second inning here, Stockholm walks the bases loaded for Sundbyberg. But with 2 out in the inning, as long as it's not a passed ball or a wild pitch, we're gonna need a hit here to score at least one of the runs. And trying to do that is right fielder Niklas Järheden. That's in for a strike. We have a count 1-1. Niklas still looking for his first hit of the season here. Hopefully he can get it as the pitcher once again turns back and manages, or did he? No, he's called safe. That was a very, very, very close play at second. He looked out from up here. I'm not gonna lie, but lives to fight another day. So as I said, Niklas Järheden at the plate here. He's still looking for that first hit of the season. And is he gonna get it here? That was hit hard and very far, but also very far foul. Taking the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Are Stockholm gonna get out of this inning without allowing a run? That would be a huge improvement, of course, compared to the first inning. We'll see now. 1-2 pitch coming up, swing and a miss, and they do. They do manage to strand all the runners. And we leave the second inning the same way we left the first, with a 7-1 lead to Sundbyberg. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. We're in the top of the third inning here. And let's see if Stockholm can capitalize on actually making it out of the second inning without allowing a run. First batter up to try and do that is their catcher, Erik Hartman. First pitch is a ball outside. Eric on quite limited at-bats this season. He's hitting .250 for the season. As he takes that ball, looks at it for a strike. That he rips to third. Third baseman takes control of it, throws to first, and that's a very good play by the third baseman. Being able to recover from the bobble there, managed to control the ball and get it over to first in time. Surely feels good after that error he committed in the first inning. Next batter up, we once again have the number one hitter, leadoff hitter Richard Boss, who struck out in the first, and Johan Källström has done a good job on the mound so far. Already struck out 4, haven't walked the batter, as this is slowly grounded out to second base, but the throw is in time. No problem for Nicholas at second. And once again, Sundbyberg working a very quick inning here, already 2 down. So Stockholm are gonna have to try and string some hits together here if they want to get anything out of this inning. Trying to do that is shortstop Ruben Garcia. That's in there. Very good. Very good pitch. Low in the zone for Johan. Ruben, the only one so far with a hit in Stockholm. And that got away from Johan there. Way off the plate, but no runners on base, so just get it back. Try again. So Ruben, yeah, he's the only one with a hit in the Stockholm lineup so far, but once he got on the bases, he ran, he stole both second and third back in the first inning. Very impressive indeed. So let's see if he manages to get on base again. Very good eye there from Ruben, taking that ball inside, working the count, now ahead 2-1. 2-1 pitch from Johan. That is swung on, lifted out to right field, and that is fair. That's a fair ball, and that's surely going to be extra bases for Ruben Garcia. He runs to second. Does he stop there? Does he stop there? Yes, he does. So that's an easy stand-up double for Ruben Garcia. And batting a perfect game this game so far. He has a single, a double, and 2 stolen bases in the third inning. That's a line for you. So good opportunity here, runner in scoring position for Stockholm to do something. Trying to do that is first baseman Jonathan Ferris. Swings on the first pitch out to shortstop. Easy play to first, and no worries there. Max Meyer takes care of that ball. Gets it in time to first. And once again, the Sundbyberg manages to get out of the inning unscathed. We'll be back shortly with the bottom of the third. Welcome back, everyone. We're in the bottom of the third inning here. Sundbyberg looking to pile on the misery here for Stockholm. First pitch is a strike. That's a ball, taking the count to 1-1. Batter up here for the third time this game. Shortstop Max Meyer. Scored a triple in the first inning. Wasn't able to capitalize in his second at-bat, but gets another shot here. Takes that pitch as well. Good pitch, but outside of the strike zone for a ball. Count 2-1. Once again, as I talked about in the last inning, very good patience at the plate from Sundbyberg. Really impressive. Just waiting for their pitch, not swinging at anything bad, and that's the result right there. You get a lot of walks in a game, you usually win that game. It's been proven time and time again, and Max is able to do that here. That brings up Adam for the third time, and that's a steal attempt from Max, and he easily gets there, no problem at all. Stand up steal. And that's his first stolen base of the game. And if I'm going to guess, it's not gonna be the last one. Adam swings there. Does he find the hole? No, he doesn't. He grounds out to second, but the throw is not in time. In fact, there's no throw at all on that play. And Adam is safe, while Max moves up to third. So once again, early here in the inning, Sundbyberg are threatening with runners on the corners, nobody out. And up to try and take advantage is Dick Bornström, the DH. And that's another steal attempt from Adam. He runs and there's no throw from the catcher at all. Easily, he just strolls into second there. Takes it from runners at the corners to runners on second and third. So 2 runners in scoring position here. That is way outside. Count is 2 balls, no strikes. Dick in his last 2 plate appearances here. Oh, I'll hold that thought because it grounds out to second, and once again it slips between the second baseman's legs. Sundbyberg will easily score 2 on that play. So that's most probably again going to be an error on the second baseman in Stockholm. Sundbyberg score 2 and is now up 9-1 here with nobody out. In the bottom of the third inning, runner on first. And up for Sundbyberg is Jonathan Lindbergh again. Almost takes that to the thigh, but it's just a ball. That's in there. He thought about swinging, but never really went around. Ball found the strike zone. Count is 1-1. So Jonathan, I've already talked about once again. He grounds out to shortstop. Play is made at second, but not at first. So Jonathan, that's the second time in a row now that he's grounded out, but been able to reach base on a fielder's choice. So Stockholm get the first out of the inning. 1 out, runner on first. Trying to do something with this here is third baseman Zachary Hollander. And he swings on the first pitch. It's lifted to right and foul, out of bounds. Count, no balls, 1 strike. Zachary so far, 1 fly out and 1 RBI double in the game so far. And he swings on that too, grounding it foul to the left side. Taking the count to 0-2, so really needs to shorten up here and protect the plate. O2 pitch coming up. And that almost bends into the zone there. A really slow curveball that almost finds the top of the zone, but it's high for a ball. 1-2. That's also outside, and the catcher checks the runner on first there. He hurries back. Ball is dropped. Jonathan actually thought about going there, but wisely held up, I think. He probably wouldn't have made it far there. Ball didn't get away much at all. So count is 2-2, pitch coming up. And that is just outside. Taking the count full. Very, very good eye there. Two very close pitches from Zach. But he's able to lay them off, and he has a full count pitch coming up, and he swings! Grounds it out to second baseman, who runs to the second base himself. Gets the shore out there. No point risking anything. You need to get the outs, right? So once again, a fielder's choice, just as the last out. Still a runner on first base for Sundbyberg, this time with 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, sorry, we're in the top of the fourth. No, we're in the... Yeah. As I said in the beginning of the broadcast, I have a lot of buttons here to try and control, so sometimes you'll hear me say weird stuff. That's inside for a ball. Ball 2. Count is 2 balls, no strikes for Joshua Erickson. And that is hit very, very hard. But ultimately flies out to left field. And that's the third out of the inning. So we'll leave it here. Sundbyberg able to put 2 runs across to score. Lead is now 9-1. And we'll be back shortly with the actual top of the fourth. See you then. Welcome back. We are now in the top of the 4th inning. Batter up for Stockholm is Omari Martinez. And he swings on the first pitch. Count is 0-1. Pitch 2 coming up, swung at, and grounded to short. And that's a brilliant throw from Max Merritt short. Able to get the runner for the first out. Once again, very, very quickly. Sundbyberg making a very, very quick job. Been doing a very, very good job since very, very good job since allowing that run in the first inning. And there's some kind of discussion here down on the field. So while we have this delay here on the field, I'm not sure what they're talking about really, but I want to remind you all of our Swish number here. If you feel in your heart to help us, any donation that comes in through this Swish number directly goes to the aid of this broadcast, allowing us to make it better. I know we have great plans for other cameras around the field, giving you viewers a much better view of the games being played here. And we could also do with a new microphone here, a second microphone, so that when we're 2 broadcasters, we don't have to sit so close to each other. It's been, it's been hard during COVID, you know, and we can't really do this with face masks on. But the number here, it's 123-37-29555. We appreciate any donation if you feel it in your heart to do so, and also. If you decide to subscribe to the YouTube channel where we're broadcasting now, that would help us a lot too. It helps you in getting notifications as soon as we go live, of course, but it also helps us, you know, getting out to more people, getting more visibility for sponsors and so on. So yeah, it's really if nothing else, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's a win-win situation for all. So we're back here. The delay was a bunch of substitutions being made in the Stockholm lineup. So I hope I have everything in front of me here, and I hope I'm announcing the correct players here. So the number 4 hitter, pinch hitting now for Amari Martinez, is Marcus Jonegård. Taking the first pitch here, and that's in for a strike. So yeah, I'll trust what the system tells me here regarding the players. If any, as that's grounded out to short. Throw is in time. And once again, very quickly, the second out of the inning here. Sundbyberg really making short work of Stockholm here. But yeah, I'm going to trust the system in what it tells me, what players are up and so on. If any Stockholm fans see this and see that I'm saying something wrong, I apologize in advance. I trust the technique here. So batter up now should be Robin Travis. And he looks at a called strike. Count 0-1. Robin Travis coming in to play center field, it looks like, and he lifts that ball, and it actually lands in no man's land between second base and center field. And that's a hit for Robin Travis on the second pitch he saw. So runner on first here with 2 out, top of the 4th. Up to bat now is Vladimir Melgareo, who it looks like has come in to play left field once the tables turn here. Takes that ball for a ball, the pitch for a ball, I should say. Swings on that and finds the gap between first and second. Fielded by bobbled a bit by the right fielder there, but able to come in without allowing any further bases being taken. So for Vladimir there, that's also a single. So both first pinch hitters coming into the game swung early and connected well, bagging 2 hits each. So next pinch hitter here, if you will, for Stockholm is Marek Szmierak, who looks as he came in at second base, but I guess all that can change as that is a wild pitch way outside. Runners can easily move up to second and third here. So that's not like what we've seen so far from Johan. I guess the ball just slipped out of his hand there. Has had very good control throughout the game so far. Hasn't walked a batter, in fact. One nothing pitch coming up, and that's in there for a strike. Count is now up to 1-1 here with 2 outs. That's in there too. So as I said, after that very wild pitch, 2 great pitches just on the corners of the strike zone, and retakes command here. Batter needs to shorten up and protect the plate here. 1-2 pitch. That is foul to the right side. Batter stays alive. Marek Szmierak. That is just low, taking the count to 2-2. Marek Szmierak, very limited plate appearances on the season, but only hitting a .083 batting average this year. That is outside, and that the ball gets away from Wade at the plate, and that's gonna score a run for Stockholm on that wild pitch. And runner on second advanced to third on that place as well. So another chance for Stockholm to kind of claw their way back here. Since the substitutions were made, it's looking a bit more promising for them. So with 2 outs and a full count here, the runner will be in motion. And a strikeout. So he ends the inning just as you should, in pressure, manages to limit the damage to only 1 run scored this inning. And we go to halftime with Sundbyberg leading 9-2. We are back. Bottom of the 4th. Sumpan looking to go home early today. If there's a 10-point lead at the end of the inning after the 5th inning, the game is called by mercy rule. Batter up, catcher Wade Konowalchuk. He has an RBI single and a walk so far in this game. He gets set. Pitcher steps up. First pitch of the half inning coming here. And Wade swings on the first pitch, grounds out to second base, and the throw is in time. So that's a very quick first out from Stockholm. Conditions are very good on the field. As I said before the game, we were worried about rainfall. There was a very big clouds rolling in and a lot of rain coming down before the game. But now it's been very, very good. Actually, a very pleasant, if cold, night so far. So once again up here, number 9 here, Niklas Jörheden. As I mentioned before, still looking for that elusive first hit. And he's going to get it. He's going to get it. That's Niklas Jörheden's first hit of the season right there. So he will not leave this season with a 0 average at the plate. Congratulations, Niklas. So runner on first here, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, and up to hit once again, top of the order, Max Mayer, the shortstop. He had an RBI triple in the first inning. He's also walked once, and when he walked, he stole a base. Pitcher checks on first. Niklas is back in time. Nothing going on. Let's see if we get the first pitch to Max here, and we do. It's inside for a ball. And catcher makes a wild throw there, but the pitcher dives and manages to get it. Maybe if that went through, Niklas could have advanced to second. But that didn't happen. Athletic play by Aridani Moreno. But that is also a pretty wild pitch, way outside of the zone. Never threatening to be a strike there, and he takes the count to 2 balls and no strikes. I'm on about this a lot, but Sundbyberg hitters has been very patient as Moreno checks the runner on first again. Especially Max, he's worked the count a lot in every at-bat he's had. I think he's had 2 full counts already. Always seems to be ahead of the pitcher. And again, just a smart player at the plate, Max. And now puts the pitcher in some kind of pressure here because he knows he needs to find the strike zone. And he doesn't. That's a walk. That's Max Mayer's second walk of the game. And that will also move the runner from first, Niklas Jörheden, to second. So with 1 out here and a 9-2 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning, it is once again the team's only lefty, Adam Van Nieskirk. He's going to watch this afterwards and laugh at me because I butchered his name. But I do that a lot, and it's not going to matter for him because he roped that out to center left field. That's going to be an easy stand-up double, and it's also going to score a run for Sundbyberg. So he's not going to care that I'm butchering his name when he's hitting like he is. Already has 3 hits today and 2 RBIs. Sundbyberg now with a 10-2 lead, still threatening with runners in scoring position, 1 out only. And I'm hearing something about a pinch hitter. Yes, so we have a pinch hitter for Jonathan Lindbergh here. It's Johan Bäckström coming in to hit. Takes that, looking for a strike. And that's a ball, taking the count to 1-1. I can also already now tell you that we've had a change at second base for Sundbyberg, hitting 7th in the batting order. Sebastian Johansson is going to come in for Nicholas Hadley Kantz at second. Good eye from Johan there. Inside for a ball, working the count to 2-1. Runners in scoring position, so he definitely wants to do something here, Johan. I think he's swinging here. But he's not, because that was a very low ball and shouldn't have swung at it, didn't. Good decision, and now the count is 3-1. Once again, as they've done all game, putting Moreno, or actually, yeah, once again, I'm not following what the changes here, even though they're happening in front of me, but we actually have a new pitcher on the mound for Stockholm. It's Robin Travis. Robin Travis, who started the game in center field, now coming in to pitch, and he walks Johan Bäckström. And once again, I think for the 4th or 5th time this game, a Stockholm pitcher walks the bases loaded. Up to take advantage of that is Jonathan Lindbergh. I know for a fact that he wants something to happen here. He grounds to short, who bobbles the ball, and that's definitely going to score runs for Sundbyberg. So on that error, Sundbyberg scores 2 runs. That's most definitely going to be written as an error on the Stockholm shortstop. I was going to say, Jonathan, he usually hits for power, and he hasn't really connected with the ball well yet today. I know he wanted to take a healthy hack at that, but it worked. Maybe didn't do exactly what he wanted to, but it worked, right? Up to the plate now, another pinch hitter for Zachary Hollander. It's Vivek Srikumar. First pitch is way outside for a ball. Still only one out in the inning. And the ball is actually thrown away here. So the runners can advance. Runners in scoring position. So Vivek can make something happen here. He definitely wants an RBI out of this. And he swings, but fouls it straight back. Takes the count to 1-1. Vivek on the season is batting .235. As he takes another ball inside. Count is 2-1. Runners in scoring position, one out, and the pitch comes also again way outside. Good eye from Vivek there, and once again, for the 5th or 6th time, there's a chance that the Stockholm pitcher walks the bases loaded, but I know Vivek, and I know Vivek is going to want to swing here. I think he'll swing no matter what here. Yep. He's an old cricket player. Maybe you saw that there. That was a ball way, way, way outside of the zone, but he just puts the bat down there. Swings for it anyway. I told you. I know him. I think he's going to swing no matter what again. Let's see here. Full count. One out. And Vivek is swinging. Yes. He just, I don't know if you probably didn't hear that on the stream here, but he exclaimed sorry there because he knows he shouldn't have swung at that pitch. But yeah, I'm willing to take a bet. Look at this now. He's gonna swing again. There we go. That is lifted back to right. More of a sensible swing because that was actually close, if not inside the strike zone. So yeah, you should definitely protect the plate. Let's see if he can show some composure here and maybe take a ball outside. The pitcher hasn't really been able to locate well. So just shorten up, protect if you need to, but... And that is way up. And once again, bases loaded on a walk. Up now for the 4th time is Joshua Erickson, who struck out once and grounded out twice in this game so far. Looking for that first hit of the game. Takes a ball outside. Joshua, an absolute defensive diamond out in left field as he grounds that to third base. Third baseman steps on third, but the throw to first is not in time, resulting in the second out for Stockholm, but also a run is coming to score here for Sundbyberg, taking their lead to 13-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. So that's a ground out. Well, really, it's a fielder's choice RBI for Joshua there. So for the first at bat of the game, the new second baseman in for Nicholas, Sebastian Johansson, sorry. He looks at strike, apparently. Not gonna lie, from up here that looked way outside, but yeah. I am not an umpire. Bases loaded, no. Runners on first and second as Sebastian swings. That's just foul. Just right of the first base there. Taking the count to no balls and 2 strikes. When you come in late in the game, you always want to make an impact, right? You know Sebastian wants to do something here. 2 out, chances to extend the inning even further. Yeah, he's going to want to do that. Stockholm called for a timeout. I'll show you the overview here, so you can look at the runners yourself. First and second, it's Vivek Srikumar on second. It's Joshua Erickson on first. Vivek has a stolen base on the season. He could go for third here. That is way outside though. That's also a ball. So after going down 0-2, Sebastian showing very good patience at the plate here, working the count back to 2-2. So even count here. Let's see what happens. Swings and misses for a strikeout, and that's the third out here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll get back soon with some action in the top of the fifth, and Stockholm really needs to make something happen. If they're not able to score at least 2 runs in the top of the fifth, Sundbyberg will be victorious here. We'll see what happens when we come back. Welcome back to the top of the fifth inning here, which could potentially be the last half inning we see here. Stockholm needs to score at least 2 runs to keep this game alive. And I also want to remind everyone of the defensive changes we've had in Sundbyberg. We've had a few. At first base, Johan Bäckström comes in. At second base, Sebastian Johansson. At third base, Vivek Srikumar. At left field, Emil Bellviken. And at right field, Fredrik Odendal. So new team taking on the defensive duties here in Sundbyberg. And up and batting for Stockholm here, another new player that was recently introduced here, Gustav Kiribinski. First pitch is outside of the strike zone for a ball. 1-0 to Gustav. Almost the exact same spot with that pitch there. also taken for a ball. 2-0. And that's in there. Beautiful, beautiful strike from Johan Källström. Who of course looks to go the distance, and he should be able to. That is a well-hit ball to left field, and it goes over Emil Bellviken's head out there at left field, and that's easily going to be extra bases. That's a stand-up double from Gustav Kirbinski. So some threats here early in the inning with nobody out. Gustav able to go into scoring position with nobody out here. So Stockholm definitely haven't given up here. They want to extend this game. They want to score some runs here. And up to try and do that is Richard Boss. Shows bunt. Lays off it, but the ball is still in the strike zone, so that's a strike. Count 0-1. That's also in there. That has some great movement to it. Looked like Richard thought it was going to hit him for a while, but it bends into the strike zone. Count is 0-2, and the pitch coming up here. Sidearm from Johan outside. Count is 1-2. Healthy lead at second there from Gustav. That ball is grounded foul. Up the third baseline. Count remains 1-2. That is hit over the third baseman's head. They send the runner, and Gustav is in to score from second base on that bloop single from Richard Boss. And Stockholm is only one run away now from extending this game. Trying to do that, Hernan, Martinez, Rossetti. Also a new player introduced. Or it looked like, yeah, there's been so many switches here that I can't really keep track of it. The runner on first now, the one that got that bloop single, according to what's updated here in the system in front of me, that was Hernan. And up to bat now, a familiar face in shortstop Ruben Garcia, who's hit the ball hard every single time he's been up to bat, just like that. And maxed it short, just barely, almost able to get to that ball, but he can't. And runners are now in first and second here, with nobody out, top of the fifth. Next batter up for Stockholm is Jonathan Ferris. Or sorry, yeah. A runner goes from second. Third baseman not able to get the ball, and that throw is also wide. And on those errors, I don't know how many. I think 2 errors. Not sure. We're gonna see when the official scoring comes up here, but Stockholm extends this game. They were able to score 2 on that run, and the score is now 13-5 with still nobody out here. That's a healthy swing for a first strike. And that ball gets away too, so starting to get quite sloppy here from Sundbyberg and their defense. Really need to wake up, because baseball game is never over, right? If I have my facts straight, then that is grounded to third, but it's again that's an error. That is an error on the Sundbyberg third baseman. And if I have my facts straight here, let me just check what happens. I think that was Marcus Jonegård who was able to bat the ball weirdly enough for that to become an error. And if that was Marcus Jonegård, I'll have confirmation very soon. Then up to bat now for Stockholm is Robin Travis, and he starts out with a strike here. So far Stockholm has scored 3 this top of the inning, as that is blooped just foul for a strike. They've managed to score 3 here. They needed 2 to extend, so they've already done that. Oh, 2 pitch coming up, and the runner goes for second, and in there on a bit of a wide throw from the catcher, but I think the runner would have been in anyway. But it did result in that swung on, foul tip. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. And that is outside for a ball. Count is 1-2. Runner goes for third. It once again gets away from the third baseman out to left field, and on another error, Stockholm scored. That's a ball. And the umpire having a word here with the Sundbyberg bench. Heard something he didn't really like there. And that is ripped and just past shortstop Max Meyer for a hit. And Stockholm are just piling on the hits now. They are just piling on the hits. There's still nobody out in the inning. Sorry. I'm sorry, there is 1 out in the inning. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitcher checks on the runner at first, but nothing going on. Runner goes. That is a ball that gets away from the catcher. He goes for third as well. He's in there. Not able to tag him at third either, and he steals all the way from first to third. That is a healthy swing on that pitch, taking the count to 1-1. Healthy swing again. Oh, and that flies out to shortstop, and runner at third didn't really see that was going to happen, so shortstop could just simply take it to third and step on it, and the runner from third is out as well. So that does it, but it does extend the game here. In the top of the fifth, the score is 13-6, Sundbyberg, and Stockholm are starting to look a bit dangerous now, to be honest. So once again, I promise this will be the last time for this broadcast. I just want to remind everyone that we do have a Swish number, and if you find it in your heart to give us a donation here, that would be very much appreciated. Everything goes to helping us with the broadcast, so we can make it a better experience for you guys. So the number is up here. I'll leave it here until we're back. 123-372-9555. I'll see you in a bit. So batter up now is another new player in Sundbyberg. It's Sebastian Brick coming in for Wade Konowalchuk in the 8th spot in the order, but also in the catcher position. Sundbyberg had a chance to shut Stockholm down and go home early, but Stockholm had other things to say about it. And now we're here in the bottom of the 5th, as Sebastian looks at ball 3, which was way out of the zone. Pitcher is still Robin Travis for Stockholm, and he walks Sebastian Brick on 4 pitches in his first at-bat of the game. That makes it runner on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Up to bat, the new right fielder. This is his first at-bat of the day, Fredrik Odedal. And runner goes. Sebastian goes for second. Second baseman drops the ball, and Sebastian is in at second safely. And that was a ball. So the count is 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second. Nobody out. That is also just outside. Very small strike zone today from the ump. At least that's the way it looks like from up here. So yeah, can't really say anything about that. Checks the runner at second, and the ball gets away. And Sebastian takes the opportunity to easily stroll into third there on that error throw. And then a timeout is called. So after that short timeout where Stockholm met at the mound to discuss some kind of maybe just trying to calm their pitcher down a bit. He's been very wild here, thrown 6 straight balls to start this bottom of the fifth. 2-0 pitch coming here, and that is okay, so I'm gonna explain that play a bit. So the ball, Fredrik made contact with the ball. It was foul, but it rolled fair before it reached the third base, which means that it was fair. So they tried to tag Sebastian out at third. He made it back to the bag, but they were able to throw Fredrik out at first, since if the ball's fair, you need to run. So that's why there's 1 out, but that's a passed ball. And Sebastian will score on that. Yeah, maybe if it's scored a wild pitch or a pass ball, I'm not sure, but either way, the throw gets away from the catcher, and Sebastian can stroll in from third. So up to bat here is shortstop Max Meyer. And Robin Travis really struggling to find the strike zone here. That is hit to third from Max, who throws to first, but first baseman can't pick it up from the dirt. That is going to be ruled, I am quite sure, an infield hit from Max Meyer. I'm gonna put a hit up there on the scoreboard at least, because I really do think that's gonna be scored a hit. Up now to bat again, the lefty center fielder, Adam van Nieskirk. He's had a monster of a game. He's had 3 hits, 2 RBIs. One of those hits a double. As the pitcher checks the runner at first, the ball gets away. Max slips and he's in a rundown. What's going to happen here? And there, Max is tagged out. Just a moment of hesitation there, and you get caught in a rundown. And then once you're caught in a rundown, even if it's the Regionserie and anything can happen, if you're caught in that sort of rundown, you're usually out. It's very difficult to get away from. But as I said, Adam van Nieskirk at the plate now with 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. He's had a monster of a game. He's had 3 hits, one of them a double. And let's see what happens here. He grounds out to second, and the throw is in time. So that's the 3rd out. Sundbyberg manages to get one run across the score, making the score 14-6 when we stroll into the top of the 6th. Let's see if Stockholm can keep that onslaught they started in the last inning. We'll have all the answers for you when we come back. Welcome back. We're in the top of the 6th inning here, thanks to a rally from Stockholm in the top of the 5th, where they were able to score 4 and extend the game. And if they keep that going here, well, anything could happen, really. They look very good at the plate last inning. Then again, Sundbyberg, they were up 8. And it's a tall task in 2 innings to get 8 runs back when you're down. But I've seen crazier things happen, even in the major leagues. So if crazy things can happen in the majors, then they can definitely happen here 10 times over. So we're having a bit of a discussion between the Stockholm coach and the umpire here. Don't know exactly what it's about. I wish I had microphones down there so I could hear what they were talking about. But it seemed to be settled now, and we're ready for the first pitch here in the top of the 6th. I also want to inform you about a switch. It's Wade Konowalchuk, the old catcher. He's coming in at 3rd, as that ball is fouled straight back into the netting in front of me here. So Wade moving from catcher to the bench to 3rd base. That's allowed in this league, so there's nothing weird going on there. That's taken for a ball. The count is 1-1. The old 3rd baseman, Vivek Srikumar, has moved to center field, as that is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Vivek is out in center field. That's a ball, 2-2. Which means that Adam van Nieskirk, who as I said has had a monster game, seems to be out of the game if he's not de-aging. If he is, I don't know yet. And that is also swung on and missed. It is thrown to first, and that's the first out of the inning. Swung in the dirt, so catcher had to throw it to first or tag him to get him out. So 1 out here. Top of the 6th. Starts with a swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Second pitch to the batter coming up, and that is in there. Very, very, very good pitch by Johan there. Just clipping the bottom of the zone. Taking it to a 0-2 count. That ball, however, is inside, missed by the new catcher Sebastian Brick, but no runners on base, so no worries there. Count is 1-2. That's in there. That's in there, and that's the second strikeout of the inning for Johan. 2 outs here, 2 very quick outs. Johan so far, he's thrown 93 pitches in 5 2/3. He struck out 9, so very impressive outing. He hasn't walked a single batter this game, which is very, very impressive. Starts out with another swing and a miss on that deceptive slider of his. And once again, he just works ahead in the count. And that really helps you as a pitcher because you have command of the at-bat. You can do whatever you want. You can start expanding the strike zone. But that is a beautiful, beautiful hit over the head of the shortstop, Max Meyer. So not able to make it a 1-2-3 inning here, but if Johan can keep doing what he's been doing here, I wouldn't say there's any reason to worry yet here in this inning. So Stockholm has a runner on first, and there are 2 outs. What will the verdict be on the first pitch? Here it comes. It's a ball. Sebastian Brick very fast up on his feet, checking on the runner on first. Good throw. Could have had him out, but makes it back to the bag. Count is 1-0. That is also way outside. Passes the catcher. Runner on first can very easily run the few steps up to second base, and all of a sudden, bit more of a situation here. 2 balls and a runner in scoring position. Let's see what the outcome is here. That's in there. Beautiful, beautiful strike by Johan. Works away on the count, 2-1 now. Runner on second taking a very, very healthy lead. They see that and almost throws him out. He had a very, very big lead up there. I think you can see that quite well on this cam. So Max Merritt short came in, and yeah, they nearly got him there. 2-1 pitch is in there. Very good pitch once again. Working the count back to 2-2 here with 2 out and runner at second. Lots of 2s here right now. Sidearm pitch in there for a strikeout. That's beautiful work by Johan Källström. And able to put a 0 up here in the top of the 6th, and that definitely makes the work for Stockholm a lot more difficult. But we'll be back soon with the bottom of the 6th. See you then. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning here. Sundbyberg up to bat. And the batter up now is Johan Bäckström. Pitching for Stockholm still, Robin Travis. As Johan swings on that, makes contact but fouls it. So that's a strike to Johan. Last time up, he was able to draw a walk. More difficult to do that now here when the count is 0-2 after that really nice strike by Robin Travis, who may have found the strike zone. 0-2 pitch coming up here, but that is way up. One-two pitch, even way more outside. So maybe not. Maybe the strike zone hasn't been found just yet, but still a 2-2 count. So a lot can happen here. That's a curveball. That's just outside. That's just outside. That's either a very good eye or a very lucky break for Johan there, but he's taken it to a full count, which is obviously very good. That 3-2 count is also outside, and he draws a walk. That's his second walk in as many at bats so far this game. So up to bat again here, and I've said this so many times, he's looking for that really good, powerful contact. It's the first baseman, Jonathan Lindbergh. He has 2 RBIs today already, in 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 pop-up. First pitch coming here, that's high, ball 1. That's in there. So Robin really puts a lot of curve on his curves on his pitches, and that can sometimes, when they're so slow, it's sometimes very difficult for a batter to kind of anticipate where the ball's going to end up. It looks like a ball for so long, but then it just bends into the strike zone. That pitch there, however, didn't. Stayed up, and Jonathan made the wise decision to lay off, taking the count to a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Runner on first here, nobody out. Pitch comes. Jonathan swings, but that's very weak contact, fouls it straight back. And the count is even now, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, the pitch comes at you at such a low speed, but when you're used to balls traveling faster than that, that can really put you off. It's difficult to anticipate where the ball's going to end up. So we'll see what happens here on the 2-2 pitch. And he rips that, and the sound of the bat there, that's a testament of what Jonathan can do. He really can get hard contact on the ball. This time, however, foul, way foul. Out to left. So another 2-2 pitch coming up here. And he gets good wood on that, straight out to center field, and it drops just in front of the center fielder. Oh. So Johan there, running to second, almost, his foot almost slipped off the bag there at second, then he would have been out. But he's not, he's safe at second. He's safe at second. There's nobody out here with runners on first and second in the bottom of the 6th inning. And up to bat is Vivek Srikumar. who's come in now from third base now out to center, and he was able to draw a walk his first time up after a very lengthy at bat. Makes contact on that, but that's a foul ball down the third base line. Takes the count to 0-1. Starting to get very chilly out here at the field right now. Vivek swings at that too. He pops it up, and that lands. That's in no man's land between first and second, and between second and right field rather, and the right fielder has problems picking the ball up later. They would have had a shot at the double play, or at least a force play at second there, but he couldn't control the ball rather. And now bases are loaded here for Emil Bellviken. He takes that high for a ball. So this is Emil's first at bat of the game. He swings there, but it's a foul ball. Even count, 1-1. And it's lucky that that went foul. Like, if that was fair, Stockholm would have easily turned a double play, I think. Maybe even a triple play. I don't think they would have, but could have. 1-1 pitch here. That's in there. Strike. Robin Travis on the mound for Stockholm, able to get in front here. And it's a 1-2 pitch coming up, but that's inside. Oh no, it hit him. It hit him. So Emil gets hit by pitch, and since the bases are loaded, that actually means that Sundbyberg score a run out of that. So Sundbyberg here has a chance to end the game. Looking very likely here with nobody out and bases loaded for Sebastian Johansson, the second baseman here. So one score. If Sundbyberg score one more this inning, they win the game. That's in there for a strike. That also, obviously, that puts a lot of pressure on the pitcher and the catcher, because you don't need a hit to win this, right? You just need to. I mean, a passed ball or a wild pitch does it for you. That's swung on, though, and well kept on by the catcher. Taking the count to 0-2. So under the circumstances, a good position for Robin Travis on the mound right now. Infield playing in, ready to throw it home in case of slow contact. And that's a win. Sebastian Johansson gets hit by a pitch. Oh. So ump called that. I think the call was that. Yeah, the call was that Sebastian didn't try to get out of the way. He was searching for that to get hit there. So that's just ruled a ball. That is not a ball, though. And Sundbyberg walk it off with a single by Sebastian Johansson. A couple of more runs are coming in here, but it doesn't really matter. Because, yeah, Emil coming in here as well. But the only run that's going to count here is the first one that came in. That's how baseball works. And on the last game of the regular season here in the Regionserie, Sundbyberg win it by 16-6 after 6 innings on a mercy rule. Applauding themselves right now. So very good job by Sundbyberg. Always good to end the season on a high, winning the game. It's been a rough season. It's been a rough season for Sundbyberg. It's been a rough season, but you always want to end it on a high, right? So ending the season with a win gives confidence going into the off season and to the start. There's been a lot of new guys in the Regionserie team, and it's just nice to see everything come together. Hoping for a better season next year, of course, but there's been some very good bright spots throughout this season, and they ended with a win. So congratulations, thanks to everyone who's watched. My name is Joachim, and I hope I've been able to keep you good company during these roughly 2.5 hours that this game went on. That's the end of Regionserie Baseball this year, but we still have some upcoming live streams here on the Sundbyberg Heat TV YouTube channel. End of September, that's when the juniors start kicking off and the U15 start kicking off their off season, or their playoffs rather. So you don't want to miss that. And remember, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know when that's up. You'll know when we're live. And also, one last time, I just want to show you our Swish number. If you want to, if you find it in your heart, as I've said many times already, to send us a donation to make us able to better our broadcast here, that would be very much appreciated. But without any further ado, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.